Hello, it's Leontine from Little Lovely Crafts and welcome to another video for my holiday card series. Today I will be making a modified scallop box card pop-up. The first thing I'm going to do is snip off 3 of those flaps. I will only leave the one in the back. As you can see, I die cut all of the parts I need for this card, so now I can just cut off those flaps. I will use my mini paper cutter. Because I want a straight card, I will be cutting off those scalloped edges. And I used the second largest large stitch rectangle stackables, and that fits perfectly inside of my box. So what I'm going to do is first trim off that scalloped edge, and then I can place my rectangle stackable on there and just kind of see at what length I need to cut that as well. And now I've got all of my parts together, and as you can see, I used those hills from the shadow box card. Because I want to create a snowy landscape, I will be using some tumbled glass distress oxide ink on the bottom of every panel, and I will be applying it lightly, and I will make sure I'll stay below those stitched edges. On the background panel I will be creating a sky, and I have covered it with tumbled glass distress oxide as well, but I will darken up the edges with some salty ocean distress oxide ink. I'm trying to keep everything very light because I want to go with a pastel look. That's because Cloud9 Crafts is having a little challenge there, and well, I just thought it would fit nicely. Now I'm going to fold all of my parts, and I'm going to use some score tape to put everything together. I will use the same technique with the tumbled glass on the outside of my box. So tumbled glass to about 3/4 of my paper, and then I will leave the top white to give a bit of a snow effect. I wanted to do a different color on those side panels, and I'm using a color that I rarely ever use, and that's milled lavender. And here I also cover the bottom with ink, and I'm going to leave the top white. I took a little break so my distress oxide ink could dry fully, and now I will be using my Fawn Snowy Sky stencil, and I'm using Stickles glitter gel in the color Moon Dust. I'm just applying a very thin layer, and it doesn't need to be very bold. I just want there to be some shimmer in the sky. Since my ink is dry, I can just scrape off all of that excess glitter gel and just put it back in the jar. And I will quickly clean all of my tools before my glitter gel is fully dry. While my background dries, I'm going to do some Copic coloring. If you want to skip watching this step, just go to about 10 minutes and 30 seconds. If you do want to watch, I've got some music on, so you can just lean back and enjoy.
leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green, but summer's here, but also winter's cold and drear. Oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, much pleasure thou canst give me. Oh, Christmas tree, much pleasure thou canst give me. How often has the Christmas tree afforded me the greatest glee? Oh, Christmas tree, much pleasure thou canst give me. Oh, Christmas tree, thy candle shines so brightly. Oh, Christmas tree, thy candle shines so brightly. From base to summit, gay and bright, there's only splendor for the sight. Oh, Christmas tree, thy candle shines so brightly. Oh, Christmas tree, how richly God has decked thee. Oh, Christmas tree, how richly God has decked thee. Thou bidst us true and faithful be, and trust in God unchangingly. Oh, Christmas tree, how richly God has decked thee.
Off screen I die cut all of my images, so now I can just put together my whole Santa box. The first thing I'm going to do is attach those snowy hills, and I keep fiddling around with them a few times, and I even had to replace some of my score tape because I wanted to get them in the right position. And once I was happy, I could just fill the scene. And as you see here, I'm using one of those snow globe scenes, and that's the one with the little snowman. And I want it to be in the front and the house and the trees to be in the back. So what I'm doing is I'm going to cut up the image a little bit. So I will cut around the snowman, and I will snip off that line at the edge of those trees, because otherwise you will see it and that's a bit silly. Yeah, so that's just a trick that I have. Just cutting around the snowman to make it fit onto my snowy hill instead of sticking that whole image on there. Now of course I need a sentiment on my card, and I am using the Shutter Card Holiday Sayings, and it is saying have a Merry Christmas. I'm stamping it with the Fawn Fresh Lavender ink. I will attach all of those side panels, and because I have a light background, you can just write something on the back of the box, and that finishes up my card. It's a simple card today, but I hope you like what I did, and I hope to see you next time. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon to get notified when a new video is online. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye!